Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday morning. We finally have some sunshine breaking through. We had some mid-level clouds around here this morning that stuck around through a good portion of the morning hours. Those have lifted off to the south and east. We're seeing the sunshine. Still have a veil of high clouds out there, but it's going to turn breezy this afternoon. That will help to drive our temperatures into the mid-40s. It is going to be a bit warmer than it was yesterday, where a lot of us were stuck in the 30s. 55 to 60 degrees for both tomorrow and Friday, and still windy. And then rain chances increase by the time we get into Saturday, and especially Saturday night and Sunday. We do have a lakeshore flood advisory posted for 2 counties up here in Muskegon and Oceana County. That starts at 7 p.m. this evening, goes through 1 p.m. tomorrow for beach erosion and maybe some immediate lakeshore flooding, because winds are going to start to ramp up, and that's going to drive some 8 to 12-foot waves during that time frame. So keep that in mind if you live along the lakeshore, the immediate lakeshore in those areas there in Muskegon or Oceana County. I haven't done nothing on radar. Our Grand Rapids National Weather Service radar is down, but we can do a mishmash of other radar sites, and there's nothing out there but blue sky for the most part right now. We're up to 39 in Grand Rapids, much the same in Fremont. We're in the 40s at the immediate lakeshore, and I think temperatures will probably make the mid-40s today. Here are the current wind speeds this hour, coming in out of the south at 15 miles per hour right now in South Haven, gusting to 20. These are going to ramp up. Let me show you what we're talking about. So let's go from the actual wind speeds and gusts to forecast model information at noon. You could see how they're already starting to ramp up. Watch what happens as we go through the afternoon. The numbers jump, and then the colors increase as well. We get those warmer tones. So now we're going to about 10 to 20 mile per hour winds out of the south by the dinner hour, with gusts up around 25 or 30. We ramp these up even more this evening and overnight. You see those magenta colors come in. Now we're about 15 to 25 miles per hour with some gust up around 40. As we go from midnight tonight into 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, we still have a 15 to 30 mile per hour sustained wind with some gust up around 40, 45. And those winds will stay with us for a large part of Thursday. I think the core of the strongest winds come through later this evening, through the overnight hours, and into the first few hours of tomorrow morning. That's where the strongest winds will be in there. We look back at the last 6 hours of clouds and radar movement. These are high-level clouds that are going to spill over into our area. So not a crisp, clear blue sky, but probably kind of a milky white sunshine out there, or at least some high-level clouds coming in across the area. What you don't see is much in the way of rain falling from those clouds, because they're of the high-level nature. We call those cirrus clouds. Today, mostly sunny to partly cloudy because of the high-level clouds, becoming breezy. We'll have highs around 46 degrees with a south wind at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's what it looks like on future track. We have high pressure in control. That is drifting down to the south and east. We're getting on the return flow of that. And these thin gray lines are what we call isobars. They are lines of constant or equal pressure, and we've talked about this for the last few decades here on Fox 17. When you start packing them close together, that increases what we call the pressure gradient, and that means windy conditions for us here at the surface. We'll pick this up to the afternoon hours, mostly sunny skies. You'll notice this big red line. That is a warm front. That is the leading edge of warmer air, even more warmer than we're going to see today. That lifts through during the overnight hours, and then there is mild air on the other side of that. Tomorrow, we're looking at mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, windy conditions, but those winds will help to drive in that mild air and get our temperatures tomorrow probably into the upper 50s to around the 60-degree mark. As we go into Thursday night and Friday, there is a cold front that's going to sag in here. That'll bring us some extra cloud cover, but it looks like a dry frontal passage. I don't see any wet weather from that. High pressure will try to build in behind that, and it will temporarily, but what will happen is a low pressure system will ride along this front. It'll stall, and that'll bring us a slug of some pretty good moisture up here. If not Saturday night, certainly as we get into Sunday, and there could be some snowflakes mixed in there depending upon exactly where that front sets up. So we're in the mid-40s today, becoming windy through the afternoon, and first becoming breezy, then windy as we get into the evening hours. Windy tomorrow, 58 degrees tomorrow, and then as we get into Friday, we're partly cloudy, temperatures around 56 degrees, and you can see with the increase in clouds and the rain chances as we get into later Saturday and Sunday, the temperatures start to dip, and by the beginning of next week, we may be dry, but we'll be a little bit cooler in the low to mid-40s, and that's around where we should be for this time of the year. Brody, 46 degrees. That's the normal or the average high for this time of the year.